Every person dreams of success, but very few can truly control their mind. Most people don't lose to others. They lose to their own thoughts. This is the story of a young man who learned that to change your life, you don't need big actions. You just need small, consistent habits. In a small town lived a 19-year-old young man named Rayan. He had big dreams: to be successful, to make his parents proud, and to one day completely change his life. But his problem was that his mind never stayed still. He would think of 10 things at once, regret the past, worry about the future, and end up doing nothing in the present. Every morning, Rayan made a new promise to himself. From today, I'll study seriously. I'll work hard. But the moment his phone beeped, all his determination vanished. One video led to another, then gaming, then endless scrolling. At night, he'd look at himself in the mirror and whisper, "Why am I so weak?" And the same cycle began again the next day. One day, Rayan felt completely drained, no peace of mind, no proper sleep, no task ever completed. He went up to the rooftop and sat quietly, thinking, why is there so much restlessness inside me? I want to do so much, then why can't I actually do anything? The next day, he went to meet an old wise man in his neighborhood. His name was Baba Farid. People said he had answers for every heart. Rayan told him, "Babaji, I want to do everything, but my mind stops me. I start something and then give up. I lose focus so easily." Baba Farid smiled and said, "My son, to control your mind, you don't need force, you need habits. If you take one small step every day, you can move mountains." Discipline means training your mind through small, consistent actions. Rayan listened silently. Those words sank deep into his heart. The next morning, Rayan made a small decision. I'll start my day with just one task. I'll make my bed myself. It was a tiny habit, but it gave him a strange sense of calm. For the first time, he felt like he was taking control of his day. A few days later, he added another rule. I'll read at least 10 minutes every day. At first, it felt boring, but soon he realized that the words from the book were clear in his thoughts. Slowly, he was learning to control his mind. One day, his friends called him. "Come on, let's go watch a movie." He wanted to say yes, but then he remembered his promise. He picked up his book instead. His heart wanted to quit, but he chose discipline. It was a small moment, but such moments are what make people strong. Weeks passed, and Rayan began to change. He spoke less and listened more. He thought less and acted more. Peace started to grow inside him. Instead of wasting the time on his phone, he began talking to himself, writing down his goals. One day, he noticed something surprising. His grades had improved. His teacher even praised him in front of the class. He smiled and thought, I only changed small habits, and the result is already so big. But the journey wasn't easy. Some days he felt lazy, some days unmotivated. His mind whispered, quit, take a break. But Rayan had learned, feelings are temporary, discipline is permanent. One day, he visited Baba Farid again. He said, I feel better now, but sometimes my mind still wanders. Baba smiled and replied, the mind is like the sea. It stays calm only if you take care of it daily. Miss even one day, and the storm returns. Now Rayan had learned not to fight his mind, but to understand it. Every night, he reviewed his day. What went well? What could be better? This reflection became part of his routine. He had realized that time isn't gold, time is life. He started giving meaning to every moment. Now, instead of using his phone while having tea, he spent that time thinking, reflecting, learning. His friends started noticing the change. They asked, "Hey, how did you become so calm and focused?" He smiled and replied, "I didn't change my life. I just changed my habits." Sometimes memories of his failures came back, but now he didn't fear them. He said, "Those mistakes were my lessons, not my burdens." One day the university announced a speech competition. Rayan entered his name. Standing on stage, he said, "If you don't control your mind will control you." The entire hall applauded. After the competition, his teacher told him, "Rayan, you proved something today. A person's true power is not in their mind itself, but in their discipline." Months later, Rayan looked back at his old diary and smiled with pride. The same boy who once lived on excuses was now in full control of his life. Rayan learned that success doesn't come with noise. It grows quietly in small daily decisions and consistent effort. Motivation gets you started, but discipline gets you there.